So you might feel like your vision is far-fetched, like your dream is far-fetched. You might feel that way because you've never experienced it, right? Maybe you've never experienced living in abundance. Maybe you've never experienced having a really good, healthy marriage, a healthy relationship, someone who loves you and pours into you, someone who reciprocates. Maybe you haven't had it, but because you haven't had it doesn't mean that you can't have it. And so you've got to position yourself. This might mean you got to let some stuff go because you're holding on to the stuff that's hurting you and it's time to release it. You're holding on to some stuff that's keeping you stuck and it's time to release it so that you can move forward. You got to be willing to endure the rough patches, right? Sometimes you got to be willing to be alone for a little while so that you can get that person that you've been praying to come into your life. But you're repelling that person because you're trying to hold on to something that it's time for you to release. You might have a position that you're wanting, but you're not taking the time to look for it. You're not taking the time to improve your resume. You're not taking the time to apply for different positions. And so that's why you're still there. So what actions do you need to take in order to get to where you are saying that you desire to be? Because the discomfort is temporary. You're going to get to a point, to a place where it's no longer going to be uncomfortable, right? As long as you keep going, keep moving forward, keep trying. Like, even if you get rejected, and I'm gonna tell you, I talk about rejection a lot because it's one of those things that has kept me from getting to where I want to be. Because it's been from childhood. I always had a hard time with rejection. It was hard trying to fit in, hard to make friends. Even on the job, it was like I didn't fit in. And so I found myself constantly trying to fit in, and that wasn't what God desired for me at that point. He still doesn't desire for me to fit in. He created me to be different. And so when I finally embraced that, I recognized that I was actually settling by attempting to blend in. I was settling by attempting to stay in relationship with someone who is physically abusive, staying in relationship with someone who is verbally abusive, staying in relationship with someone who was cheating on me because I didn't want to be alone. Like, those were things that I had to address. And so I want you to understand that where you are is not where you have to remain. You just got some decisions to make. You just got to be willing to ride out the discomfort of the new. But I promise you, if you hang in there, that new experience that you walk into, that new level of happiness, of peace, of abundance, it's going to be worth every bit of trial and error and suffering that you've had to endure to get to that point. The suffering is temporary, but as a result of that temporary suffering, you get to step into a lifetime of happiness, a lifetime of reward. So hang in there, do what you gotta do, and don't be afraid to take a chance on you.